Hello, sixth graders. Sorry that I am absent today. I had an appointment that had to happen today, couldn't be moved, couldn't be avoided. So I apologize for my absence. But happy Friday, sort of, with the next couple days of conferences. I'm looking forward to connecting with many of you and your families over the next couple days for conferences. And so for your assignment today, we're going to complete a quarter three reflection. But before that, let's talk about our announcements over here on the right side of the screen, like we normally start our class with. First off, next week is going to start the next round of lessons. This will be the fourth and final round of quarter three. So clarinets, you'll have your lesson on Monday during block 2, hour 4 at 9:42. And then flutes, you're going to also have a lesson on Monday during block 4, hour 8 at 1:06. And between 8th and 9th hour, that should cover all the groups that have lessons on Monday. Also, we have a new assignment, a Venus question in Schoology due on Friday, March 17th. We are done with make music assignments for quarter three, but the last part of Venus is that question. And so if I flip over to Schoology here, you'll see a Venus question assignment. And if you click on that, it's simply just one question. You'll click start new attempt. And then the question is, what does the symbol at the end of the music mean circled below? And so I have that circled in red here. I'm looking for the answer to what those two dots are. So you can type that in, review answers, and then submit. And once you turn that in, if you have all the other assignments turned in, then you have finished Venus. You've earned that extra credit and that delicious valve oil cookie. All right, going back to our slides, your assignment today is to log into Schoology and complete our quarter three reflection. If you or your family signed up for conferences, this is something that we'll go over at conferences. But even if you haven't signed up for conferences, this is just a good time to stop and reflect on how things are going in class, things that are going well, and things that we can also work on improving, because there are always things that we can improve. And then at the end of the assignment, there is a booklet for you to complete. And that booklet is going to be a booklet homework assignment. So you're going to be playing on your own, not necessarily against each other. But this will be worth about half of the assignment just to complete that booklet. And so we'll talk about what that means when we get to that point. Next, we'll go over our fire expectations for today. And as we do that, I'm going to try to highlight the fire expectations that most apply to what we're doing today, especially since we're not using instruments. So first, pay attention to the speaker is focus. So we're on focus. Play together. Let's see. Mostly for focus, it's just pay attention to the speaker. Right now, that's me as I'm narrating this video, but that may be the substitute teacher, or it may be another classmate, depending on what's happening. Integrity is keep Chromebooks closed until we're using them. We're not using our Chromebooks right now, so they should be closed. Once we get to the assignment, then you should log on to your Chromebooks. And then do the right thing at the right time. Responsibility. Let's see. Responsibility is going to be more related to the Chromebook today. So using your Chromebook appropriately and doing what you're supposed to be doing on the Chromebook. And then excellence, keep talking to a minimum. I'm not expecting you to stay silent during this activity, but I'm also expecting you to complete the activity and get her done. Keep your hands to yourself. Make sure that we're, of course, focused on learning, not focused on, keep your hands to yourself. And then last, try your best. Hopefully that this assignment is pretty easy. Give us your best shot. Last is for us to go over the actual assignment itself. And so the assignment that you need to complete today is the quarter three reflection in Schoology. And there's a Black Day version for us. And let's see, the instructions just simply say to complete this reflection on your progress in band in quarter three. So you'll start new attempt. And first thing you have to do is answer what grade do you currently have in band. And this is a multiple choice answer. You either select A, B, C, D, or NC, which stands for no credit. I suggest that you have two Schoology windows either open next to each other, or you open two tabs with Schoology so you can switch back and forth. And you just select which grade letter you have right now. Question 2 is, what are your missing assignments in band? Even if you have turned in some things that I haven't gotten around to grading yet, I still want you to list them as missing because they're currently missing. But if you have those turned in, just be patient with me. I will get those up to date. But I want you to actually list out the assignments here. Type it in the titles of each of your assignments, not just say, I have 5 assignments missing. I want you to actually type in the names so you're aware of what you're missing. Maybe for some of you, you have everything turned in, so you would just write none. Question 3 is starting to reflect on where you are in band and how you feel like you're doing, either in class or with behavior or with assignments or whatever. Question 3 is, what is something that's going well for you in band? Okay, so thinking about the positives. No answer is or no putting nothing in there is not an acceptable answer. I really need you to think about this and put something in, because we all have things that we can celebrate. Question 4 is, what is something that you can improve in band? And so this is where you can look and say, all right, so maybe I'm struggling with reading the notes, or maybe I'm really good with fingerings, but I get a little chatty in class. Think about what's something that you can personally improve on in band class. And then question 5 is, what's something that Mr. Armstrong can help you do to be more successful? I really honestly look at anything you write there with true feedback on how I can improve. I'm always trying to improve as a teacher, just like you should all try to keep improving as students. We all have work to do, and there's always something that we can get better at. And then question 6 is probably the most important question on this whole thing. How many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? I'll let you figure that out on your own. All right, next page. This is where we get to the Blooket. There is a text box here, but you do not have to type anything in there, but you can if you want. Okay. But there are 4 different Blookets for the instruments. Flute and percussion class, you will click either flute or percussion. And then clarinet and saxophone class, you'll choose either clarinet or saxophone. And when you click that link, it should pop out. Okay, you'll get that redirect. Notice, super fun. And it will pop out into Blooket. When you log in, please use your real name. And then you'll be able to play through a game. I chose Factory. It's one of my favorite modes. Hopefully you enjoy it too. The Blooket is basically graded on did you play the game for the entire time. I did set 20 minutes, so it will be a good chunk of your class. But hopefully it's a fun chunk of your class where you just get to game a little bit and practice your notes and fingerings. And so you will get, if you complete all 20 minutes, then you will get the full credit for that question, which is half of your assignment. Okay. And then from there, you'll need to click, once you finish that Blooket, you'll need to, on the Schoology assignment, click Review Answers, go to the end, and then submit. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me. Email me is really the only way we can. So feel free to email me. I won't be able to respond while I'm at the appointment, but I will respond to you later. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Thank you, and have a good day, and show those fire expectations to our sub.